Hi and welcome here at Ananda's Soul Travel. My name is Nanda and I am here to guide you on a journey to get to know your true self. And I'm very excited to share all the things that I have to share with you in this maybe hour. And I hope that you are interested in getting to know yourself on a deep, deep level. Why is it that all people just want to be themselves, just want to feel like they are appreciated and accepted for who they are? It is because of our search in this life for truth, the truth of who we really are. That's why we sometimes try out new things, go on adventures, meet new people, just to get to know another part of ourselves. And I think this process is very, very interesting. And it's been like a passion of mine, personal development for I don't know how many years. And I really want to go on this journey with you. In my book, How Far Will You Go to Come Home to Who You Really Are? In that book, I am talking about identification. So I also want to ask you some questions like, what do you identify with? Do you identify with being a woman and being a man? Or do you identify with your family name? Do you identify with your race? Do you identify with the name that you were given and the history that you went through in the last, I don't know, decades? What is it that you identify yourself with? I noticed that when people are doing introductions, like, hi, my name is this and this, and they also identify with their jobs. Like, hi, I'm John and I'm a baker. Or, hi, I am Luciana and I am the secretary of the, and then they call the name of the company they work for. And I believe that's a very narrow-minded vision of a person. Because yes, we are a person, we are here in this physical form, and that in a way, those labels can identify us and help us to move through life. But if we narrow our identification to only one part of ourselves, like being a baker or being a woman, if we narrow ourselves in our identification, it's really blocking a lot of your possibilities. So in this session, I really want to open up your vision and I really want you to start to see yourself on this multi-level stage that we are on. Like we are not just our physical form. We are energetic beings. We are intelligence. We are and those layers all have different identifications. So if you just focus on one of your one part of yourself, then you're not living your full potential. And that's what I want to do today. I want you to um, elevate your sense of self so that you can start to live your full potential. So I hope that this introduction is clear and that you're ready for more. I will be right back with you and we will dive right into the first subject. And the first subject is actually your identification. So I want you to write down who you are. Just write down all the labels that you have for yourself and see how long that list is. So, are you a son or a daughter? Are you a friend? Are you a spouse? Are you a mother or father? Those are labels as well, and they identify a part of your life. Also, your job, of course, and just make that list and see how that list makes you feel. And I'm already going to skip a little bit into the future because I'm sure that that long list of labels does not make you feel whole, does not make you feel like, yes, that's me. I can identify with that. I can really feel that this is a great representation of who I really am. Because those labels, they are created to divide, they are created to say like, okay, men and women on the men on the right, women on the left. In some cases in life, it's yeah, something that we use. But if you are searching for answers like who you really are, you're you will going to have to look a little bit deeper. You have to reconnect to that essence of who you are. And for me, the essence is a spiritual essence. It is the energetic being of who I am, my soul. And you and I, we both have a soul, and that soul is unique. And that soul has a lot of potential, and that potential needs to shine through everything you do in all these different categories of your life. And then, maybe then you start to feel more you. So our sense of self is much deeper, much more profound. That sense that you are looking for when you are trying to find out who you really are. It's a feeling. It's a sense of feeling and being complete. And that is not something that you can find in the labels. That's not something I have experienced. I have not found that in my external world or in my physical form. I needed to broaden my horizon and broaden my perspective of myself. So, the first thing I did after recognizing the labels that I had put on myself, I started to even detach from my name. So, instead of saying I am Nanda, I started to say my name is Nanda. And I want you to do this for yourself right now and feel the difference. Like, I am Nanda is really a fixed vision of myself, and that states, like, okay, this is it. But when I say my name is Nanda, there is a whole world of possibilities behind that and around that that say, like, hey, and what else? What else is there? And that's exactly the first step that I want you to take. So just practice this like for 3 weeks or something. When you meet new people, just use that phrase, my name is. And you will start to see that there is a difference. There is a difference between using that statement of I am and using like the name you have for yourself in a different, more open way. So that is the first thing that I want to give you in this session. It really opened up my perspective and my life and my possibilities, my potential, everything. So it's a great first step. I want to share a story with you. Like after I had gone through a little bit of a tough time of recovering from a burnout, I went to Peru. I went to Cusco, and that is my rebirth place, I call it, because there was this much bigger, broader perspective of who I am, was born there. And people in Cusco, I don't know, they tend to live from that truth. They don't see the person or the job or the label or the class that someone was born in, but they look into your soul. They really look deeper, and they acknowledged another side of me. And in that conversation, in those conversations, in those meetings, I started to see myself differently. And I really hope that I can be that for you, or that these sessions can be that for you, and that you will start to open up to the truth of who you really are as well. I have recorded a beautiful meditation for you that hopefully helps you to open up to that truth. Because when you are receptive, and I think that that is the gift of my burnout, has been that I was more receptive to different other approaches because I couldn't hold on to my identity anymore. So it was actually a gift, and I really can see it like that. And it just opened me up so that I could receive those reflections from the outside world, that I could receive the people that looked straight into my heart and straight into my soul, getting to know me on a deeper and different level. And it's so much fun when that happens. I don't know, have you met people that you felt like, oh my God, they are looking straight through me? And that can be exciting and really scary at the same time. But I want to encourage you, whenever you feel like that, just open up to the possibility that there is more to you than what meets the eye or in the first conversation that you have with someone. If you're willing to be looked at differently or receive information, reflections from your outside world that are maybe new to you, if you are willing to open yourself up to the possibility that you are more than just your outside physical body, then a lot of things are going to shift for you. And I really hope that you do. And maybe you think that once you acknowledge and recognize that you are a soul, that that is your identification from that point on. But it's not. It's just a beginning. It's the beginning of the unfolding of your true potential and what you can be in this life, in your current circumstances. Who can you be? What can you develop inside of yourself? What comes natural to you that you just took for granted? And how can you be of service to the world and to the people that you love? There is so much potential hidden inside each and every one of you. And I am just so eager to open up that lid and say, like, okay, let's play with all of your potential. Let's play and get to know all of you. My estimation is that people only show or use like 15 to 20% of their potential. That is just, yeah, that's just how we are raised. That is the schooling that we got. It's just very limited. It is a limited version of yourself. And your search for yourself comes from that inner fire that knows that you can be more, that you can show up more in this world, that you can feel more free, more alive, more you. And I cannot describe it any better than, but if you feel what I'm saying, then you have that longing inside of you, and you know you were meant to do more, meant to be more. You have that urge of feeling like you're free to be who you really are and not confined in a limited version of yourself, not confined by any law, any rules, any culture, any any family traditions. No, you just want to make up your own mind. And you can see that is a drive that is coming from inside, and it's kind of rebellious, right? So that energy is pushing you out, and that's exactly the energy that we want you to cultivate, and to say like, okay, whenever I feel like this, it's time to open up more. So even if that's like 1% at a time, like you only need like 80 changes of that and you will be like a full 100%. So that's great. And sometimes you will have leaps of opening yourself up to be more of your full potential. And that is, yeah, even more great, right? Because the more you show up as you, the more you show your true potential and feel that you can truly be who you are, the more happy you feel. And the more of service you can be to the world around you and to your loved ones. So it is my mission to help you open up that full potential and to get to know yourself on that deeper level. And how I do that is I work with meditation to reconnect to your soul. So if you are still on that path of awakening and getting to know yourself as more than just your physical body, please listen to some of my meditations and really cultivate that feeling of like, oh, yes, this is what it feels like to be me. Not just your physical body, but also your energetical body. You will learn how to work with your energy field, how to protect your energy field, how to expand it, how to use healing, and all those different things that help you to cultivate that identity of like, okay, I'm more than just my physical body. There is more outside of what the eye can see. That's the first step. But if you already are there, then, like I said, it's the beginning of a new journey. It's the beginning of the unfolding of your true potential. And for that, I have a workshop that is called Uncover Your Soul Mission. And Uncover Your Soul Mission helps you awaken all of these different parts of yourself that I call your archetypes or your tribe, your inner tribe, because we all have different qualities. Like one doctor is not the same as the other doctor, one lawyer is not the same as the other lawyer, teacher is not the same as another teacher. Everybody has their special, unique qualities that make up who they are and how they show up in the world. So when you are identifying, I get back to the labels of identification for a little bit. When you are identifying with just one or two parts of yourself, then there's no fulfillment. You need to include all of you. You need to include your full blueprint of who you really are. And that's what you will uncover in my workshop, Uncover Your Soul Mission. It reconnects you to your soul. So that's the first phase. And then from that alignment with who you are in essence, you will uncover archetypes. I have like 96 or 99 archetypes that you can print out and do the workshop with. And ultimately, you will have a team of like 12 or 10 archetypes that really resonate for you. And I promise you that once you uncover that truth about you, you will see like, oh my God, this is who I am. So when I told you before to make the list of your labels, those labels are just a part of you, right? But when you have this complete vision of your blueprint, that feels, oh my God, that feels so profound, because finally you get to acknowledge that you are not only an artist or a writer, no, that you're also a dancer, and that you're also a leader, or that you're also a wise man or wise woman. And in uncovering those different qualities and getting to know those different qualities inside of yourself, your full potential is unfolding. So the workshop is just to uncover all of those qualities that are hidden inside of you. So that's already a really, really important step. And once you have done that, then it's time to dive into those different qualities and really acknowledge them and really develop them inside of yourself so you can flourish. It is the combination of all of those talents that make you who you are and that are participating in living the best life possible. I am very excited about everything that I have already seen with my clients doing this workshop. They opened their eyes, they had like epiphanies, they acknowledged the deeper part or deeper wisdom inside of themselves, and they could go from there. Like just last week, I had a conversation with someone that said, like, wow, I had such a profound connection with my archetypes. I had whole conversations with them. And that's where I want you to go. Like getting to know yourself on a energetic level, that's just the beginning. I want you to get to know all of those special, unique talents that you were given to live out your soul mission. That's what I want you to know about yourself. Like if you are struggling with finding your place in this world, or doing your great work, or maybe you are a healer and you're trying to expand your business but there's something blocking you, or you are an artist and you just want to create all day and you want to just do just that, and you feel like you cannot distinguish your work or what you are doing from others, then it's time to awaken the other parts of yourself, because they are inside of you waiting. They're waiting there to help you. They have come to serve you. Those talents inside of you, I call them your team of archetypes, or your tribe. And they are sometimes they're dormant qualities because you haven't been using them for a long time. I have some of my own archetypes that were always inside of me, but they were not really working together, so they were blocking me in a way. And since I have become more of the manager of all of my qualities, that really shifted. And now I can call upon all those qualities whenever I need them. If I need to do a presentation, then I do that with the best parts of me. And the dancer has to wait a little bit, and the creative writer or the person that's thinking out new plans, they have their part in my life as well. And because every single archetype in my life has its rightful place and gets their attention and has a direct connection to me, like the leader of my tribe or the manager of the whole process, just me, my physical self, my mind, they have a direct connection with me. So I cannot only call upon them to help me, but they can also let me know when they feel neglected. So when a part of me is feeling neglected, I get symptoms. I get like a headache, or I get feelings of stress or anxiety, and then I just move inward again. With the tools I teach in the workshop, Uncover Your Soul Mission, you also learn how to connect to these different parts of yourself and really listen. What is it that you need? Do you need more freedom? Do you need more dancing? Do you need more guidance? Do you need a clear plan? Whatever it is that you need in whatever time in your life, it is already inside of you. And I cannot stress this enough, but this is the key to your happy life from now on until forever, helping you to unfold your true potential. And it is an ongoing process. It's not something you learn once and then that's it. No, your unfolding of your true potential is an ongoing process. And you need some guidance, you need some tools that really help you with staying on track and being truthful to yourself, listening inwards to the wisdom and the truth that is inside of you. Whenever you feel blocked in the outside world or something is bothering you, there is a part of you that has the answer, the solution. And there's also a part of you that represents that problem. So if you learn these tools to connect with yourself, then you will learn to overcome any obstacle. I promise you that. And it is also a very personal process because your leader is not going to tell you the same things as my leader does to me. Your artist is not the same as the people in your art class. Your idealist or your vision for the world, sure, I think that we all have like this big dream of having a world filled with light and joy and love and live in harmony with each other and have very nurturing and soothing and loving connections with each other. I believe that we all have that same vision for the world. But your role in that world is different. It is unique. Your path towards that goal or towards your living your soul mission, that one is unique. You were born with with different set of qualities and talents because you were meant to do this part of the job, you know, this part of the greater shift and the greater cause of creating that heaven on earth. I just know that once you start to follow that inner voice, once you start to acknowledge and develop those parts inside of you, and that your life will become lighter, that your life will become more joyful, that you will feel more valuable, that you will feel more confident. It really, really can shift so much for you so that you can show up differently in the world, so that you can show up more and be more you and be more happy. So, like I said, this journey is really personal. Um, but I also want you to get a feel of some of the archetypes that I work with and see if they resonate for you. Like I said, they show up all in a different way, but I would like to share a little bit of my journal. I have an archetype journal that I hold where I have conversations with these little parts of myself. And it's really, yeah, it's really interesting what I have found out just in April. Yeah, this was in April. So just a few months ago. I had been connecting to two of my types. Like one is the miracle worker. And at the moment that I connect, before I go and write this, I connect to that miracle worker and I just start to free write. And this is what they told me. Oh, don't you just love miracles? The feeling of love and unity and joy and laughter that connects you to the great divine. That's what I live for. It's the purpose why I am here. So that energy that I was connected to felt like really on cloud nine, light and loving and a very soft energy. And this was my response. Wow, that's a lovely energy. I'm happy you are here. Is there a greater purpose or mission for Nanda that you can help her with? And then I free write it again. She just needs to identify with me more, with a miracle worker. Look through my eyes and see all is well with the world. And then I responded from my own vision. Okay, you can't really mean that. I am separate from my love. I live alone. The world is terrorized by the coronavirus and we are in lockdown. That was the situation in that moment. And then I free write it. Well, are you really? In this moment, can't you see the blessings and the miracles? That you are healthy, that all your loved ones are safe, that you are home, that you have freedom, the sunshine, the fantastic opportunities you have to work online, and all the souls you've already helped to awaken. Must I continue? And then I responded, no, I can see all that too. But in being a miracle worker, isn't there something we can do to change all that needs changing? So this was very eye-opening moment for me because it showed me that in any circumstances, there's also a part of me that looks through a different goggles, that looks at life differently and more positive in this example. And that really helped me to shift my emotional disturbances and my resistance to the lockdown and feeling all alone and separated from my love for such a long time. And this is just an example. And there's also another example that I would like to share with you, and that's my idealist. And this is a part of me that I thought was very much alive in me, but I had been focused on working and getting things done and that mentality. And I was starting up a copywriting business and I was just focused on that. So when I started to connect with my idealist, this is what she said. Who? Me? Do you want to hear me? And I said, well, yes, I do. I believe you're biting your tongue and something is holding you back. Am I right? And she said, yes. Yes, it is. I feel insecure and rather not be in the spotlights. And I said, well, you are now. What do you have to say about our mission and the current situation? Like I said, I'm afraid to say. So there was a feeling of insecurity and humbleness and very soft voice inside of me. She was not speaking up like she could. And this was really interesting to me because I thought that there was enough space to listen to my ideals and really stay on track. So I asked her, what is it that you need and how can I help? And then she said, I just feel so undervalued and ignored. I don't know if you really believe I'm worth anything or just a goofball with ideals and dreams. So she gave words to her insecurity. And then I could feel the emotions of sadness and insecurity bubble up inside of me. And those had been blocking me in a way to really experience flow in my life and to really stay on point on why it is that I do what I do. So I was really grateful to finally feel and hear that a part of me, this idealist, was not doing so well. Because that's when you can do something about it, right? It's like having someone in your team that finally expresses like, hey, you can help me because, yeah, I'm feeling like this and that. Then you can do something for them, right? So this is what I said to that part of me that felt so insecure. I do believe in you and I value your opinion very much. I like your ideas and love your vision. Just because we cannot move faster than we do doesn't mean you should give up. I want your fire and idealist expertise to keep us focused on what we are all doing this for, our ideals. And then she started to whisper a little louder and said like, oh, wow, you mean the one world? Having a worldwide community of soul teachers? And I just felt the sparkle coming back into my own eyes and reconnecting to that feeling of that idealist vision that I have for this world. It started to awaken again inside of myself. And I said, yes, and all the dreams and goals we ever had. I want you to be our true north and keep us focused, even if it takes forever. Can you do that? And then a very enthusiastic response came and said, yes, yes, of course, with all my love and pleasure. I am here for you at your service. That was just the most profound conversation I ever had with a part of myself that immediately shifted something inside of me. It immediately shifted my focus, got me more energized. I felt more the fire of why I do what I do. And even when I read it now, it gets me emotional because I really feel that shift happening every time I read it. So having a journal like this and having the tools like this to connect to those different parts of yourself that represent your true potential, that is the essence of what I'm teaching. And that's what I wish for all of you. Oh, I really wish that you are feeling what this can do for you. I am really hoping that you will sign up for Uncover Your Soul Mission and go on this journey with me because I am so excited and I really want that tribe of soul teachers. You know, if you start to, that's another subject. That's where I want to go. But let's dive into it straight away. What I really want you to experience is not only that you for yourself live your full potential, but that you feel so ignited and so empowered to show up in a bigger way, that you become the teacher of a new generation, that you start to share your gifts with the world, and that you start to work with me to create that harmonious and beautiful world that we are all dreaming of, and just play your part in it. You don't have to be anyone else, just be you. So, whether you are a teacher, a consultant, a judge, a doctor, a nurse, or a writer, you are here to bring forth your gift and to live your full potential. And I just wish that I could wake you up right now. But the only thing I can do is to give you the first meditation of awakening your soul purpose, awakening your soul mission. And if you are interested in working with me on those awakening those different sides of yourself and getting to know your archetypes and that blueprint of why you came to this earth, then I want you to subscribe to Uncover Your Soul Mission. I hope that I had given you a lot to think about and that you already start to feel that once you go on this path, once you commit to becoming who you were meant to be, that there's so much that life has in store for you. Like there is abundance, there's love, there's connections with soul brothers and sisters. Everything you are longing for is waiting for you. And when you start to acknowledge that, and when you start to develop all of those true talents that you have and start to feel more and more you are taking your place here in this world. And you will find the right people, you will find the right places, you will flourish in this life, and that's what I want for you. The place that I will be physically flourishing is when I am reunited with my love and we are starting our spiritual center in Finisterre. As soon as the lockdown is over, I just want to start that dream, and I feel very empowered to do that. And I hope that you will come and visit me there and just have the opportunity to learn and work with me. Because once you have that blueprint of your archetypes, it's so fun to play with, especially when we can play with it together, like in family constellations or in deep dive ceremonies, or yeah, just I'm really looking forward to that too. Because the physical connection is even more profound than what I could already give you in these virtual sessions. Yeah. So thank you for watching. It's been an honor, and I hope that the inspiration that I got to you, that I gave you. Okay. And I hope that the inspiration that I gave you is going to support you on your own unique journey to uncover who you really are and to live your full potential. You are exactly who you need to be. The only question is, how much of yourself are you going to show up with? So leave a comment in the section below. I'm really curious about your questions, about your experience with identification, with your journey. I want to hear all about it. So either send me a personal message, an email, or write a comment below this video. Much love to you. Sending blessings and hoping that you will join us on this journey to uncover your soul mission. Thank you.